Hey yo, it's Bryan here. Today, going to be talking about the San Francisco 49ers and going to be talking about their draft needs for 2018. So let's just dive into it now. The 49ers, they have quite a bit of needs after watching, 10 games now into the season, and they have a bye week, so I decided to make this video really early. Very early draft needs / free agency needs. Is like, might as well do something. Don't want to keep this channel inactive and what have you. So I'm just going to get into it. There's really 3 positions that the 49ers really need to address this offseason if they want to have a decent 2018 season. I don't know if it's going to be a great season, but I have to see all the acquisitions, all the personnel, what have you, training camp, all that cool stuff, all that goody. But, I mean, let's just go. What do the 49ers need in 2018? I say the number one thing that the 49ers need is offensive line. Offensive line is the biggest need for the San Francisco 49ers. I mean, if you're looking at the stats right here of NFL team rankings, man, they are just almost last in the NFL in terms of sacks allowed by a quarterback or for a quarterback. And wow, almost 4 sacks a game. That is really bad. That's like getting beat up pretty much almost every game. I mean, last week, CJ Beathard didn't get beat up at all against the New York Giants. Not too much. He's been ragged on like a doll against the Dallas Cowboys and Philadelphia Eagles. They had some good defense right there, and it was no fun to watch. And also, Brian Hoyer, when he was with the 49ers, he got, pressured big time as well. I mean, Brian Hoyer is not the best quarterback, but at the same time, I can't blame everything on Brian Hoyer. The offensive line wasn't good, so I'll give him a little bit of break. And definitely CJ Beathard, I'll give him a break, because CJ Beathard has been performing better, in my opinion, than Brian Hoyer, considering the fact that the offensive line for CJ Beathard was even more terrible. I think it's because Joe Staley was out of the lineup for a bit because he had a broken orbital bone. But now he was back. I mean, they look pretty good, but at the same time, I still want to address that thing. Joe Staley, Trent Brown, those are the 2 outstanding offensive linemen that the 49ers have, so hopefully they can address that in free agency and draft. I don't know who the exact free agents are this year. I haven't looked into it yet, but I'll probably make another video and see who can be a good fit for the 49ers. But overall, we have to get that sacks down to at minimal. I don't want the quarterback to be pressured and sacked 4 times a game. That's a little too much. That's taking a beating. Your career can get short right there, so hopefully they address that. And what else do they need? 49ers, the second need that they need is a wide receiver. I know we have some good talent. We got Pierre Garçon, but he's injured right now. Got Marquise Goodwin. He's a freaking speedster when he can. We also got some other talent as well. I mean, I guess you can say George Kittle, but he's a tight end. You got Kyle Juszczyk as well. But we really need a true number 1 receiver. We still haven't had that in the past couple of years. I mean, I guess you could say Pierre Garçon, but like, I don't know if he's a true number 1 receiver, but I just want someone to make a big impact like a Julio Jones, Antonio Brown. I know that's really hard to find, but at the same time, we got to have something like that, I think. And hopefully the 49ers can address that in free agency or in the draft as well. But offensive line is the biggest need, in my opinion. But I also think that CJ Beathard needs a little bit more targets, or Jimmy Garoppolo, whoever's going to be starting in 2018. I guess it's going to be Jimmy Garoppolo, I'm going to assume, if he's still on the team, which I think he will be on the team. But they just need some big target, just some guy that can just rely on every time. 3rd down, go get him, and just like a mismatch pretty much. I mean, Kelvin Benjamin would have been perfect for the 49ers, I guess. I mean, he's a big mismatch. He's a Calvin Johnson size, but he just can't catch the ball. He's not really a good route runner. So, I mean, we need someone like his size, but like Megatron pretty much, for the 49ers to get a true number 1 receiver, if that made any sense. I mean, you guys know pretty much what I mean. I mean, we have some talent, but we just need that guy just to dominate the game, in my opinion, and that's hard to find, but they got to try their best to do that. So hopefully they address that also in the draft and free agency during the offseason next year, and we'll see what happens. But the last need that the 49ers need is on the defensive side of the ball. It's not that defensive line. They're actually pretty good, pretty set there. Linebacker, they're pretty solid there. I mean, I wouldn't really address that too much yet. I mean, that's not the biggest need. I mean, Reuben Foster's been pretty damn good for the 49ers so far, but in his 2 games that he played against the Cowboys and the New York Giants. I mean, Reuben was kind of okay against the Cowboys, but the Giants game, he really stood out, and the Eagles game as well. So really good performances on his part. I think we have a middle linebacker for the future if he can stay healthy, so hopefully he can. But the biggest need for the 49ers is defensive back. Yes, cornerbacks. Oh, man, sometimes they're getting burned. Rashard Robinson, when he was here, he's getting unnecessary penalties. I mean, just undisciplined. That's really the biggest thing. I mean, we need someone that can, cut down on the penalties, because the 49ers are one of the most penalized teams in the NFL. And I think some defensive backs are like that for our team, but hopefully they can get something going in a defensive back. I mean, we don't really need a shutdown corner. I mean, it's good to have one like Patrick Peterson, what have you, but at the same time, we just need a cornerback that can do a serviceable job for the 49ers, and I don't know if we can bank on that. I mean, cornerbacks are kind of hard to find in the NFL, and we'll see what happens, because I don't know who the top cornerbacks are this year in the free agency draft, whatever you want to call it. but hopefully they can address that and get at least a decent cornerback, because, I mean, we got okay corners right now, but, I mean, I think we can do a better job at that. So, really, those are the 3 biggest needs for the 49ers is offensive line, because CJ Beathard has been taking a beating. Also, when Bryan was here, he was taking a beating as well. Averaged 4 sacks a game for the quarterback, so that's not good at all. That's like one of the worst in the league. Wide receiver, we need that one guy that can just take over the game and what have you. Maybe Pierre Garçon could be the guy, but I don't know if he can. I'm just going to rely on another guy that can just be the top wide receiver for the 49ers for years to come, and cornerback as well, because, I mean, being penalized too damn much and letting wide receivers go away, I guess you can say, go fly, go in, go out, you know, all those routes or whatever. I don't want to get too technical with football, but, I mean, you guys know what I mean. So, yeah, I mean, those are pretty much the biggest needs for the 49ers. Hopefully they addressed it. I mean, it's not going to be easy, but John Lynch, I believe in him, and I think he can do a good job in this year's offseason. I think he did a really good job in last offseason. They're building a foundation for the next couple of years, and I think they're going to do a good job and hopefully make a playoff run in the next couple of years. So that's going to be pretty much it. You guys, please let me know what you guys think the draft needs for the 49ers are in 2018. Very early, I know, but it's the bye week. I don't want to bore you guys to death with nothing. So hopefully you guys comment below. I will definitely respond. You know, if there's other needs that the 49ers need that I don't know, please put it down as well. That helps me as well. So yeah, please like, subscribe, do whatever you want with this, and I guess I'll catch you guys up later. Tomorrow I'm going to have a different video. It's not going to be about the 49ers, but it's going to be about my channel in general. So hope you guys stay tuned to that. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.